going to do another example of header files. You can follow along with me. File, new empty file in CodeLite, okay? And we're just going to make uh, a simple hello world function. So we'll call this function, obviously, let's return let's return an int, and we'll call it multiply. That's the function. And we will expect an int, call it n. And in there, we're going to take n, times it by 5. Right? So with that, we'll do file, save as, and I'm just going to save it in my workspace folder for now as multiply.h. Okay. Then in my test workspace, we're going to go new project, and we're just going to call this week 9 test header file, like that. New project, week 9 test header file is the name. Hit OK, and make it my default project, and open the main.cpp. So in here, I'm going to right click on week 9 test header file and open the containing folder. And in the containing folder, okay, we can see I've got my main CP and my .project file. If I go up one folder in my test workspace, here's my multiply.h header file. And we can see the file type is header. So I'm just going to Control X or cut that, or you can drag and drop it into week 9 test header file, right? Or I could come in here and paste it, right? So there it is. Okay, so now that it's in the same parent folder, I'm just going to do using namespace std, just so we don't need any of this. Okay, and we're just going to say multiply by 5. Enter a number 2 multiplied by 5. And then we're going to do int num, initialize it to nothing, cin to num from the user keyboard. Then we want to call that function multiply, but obviously we don't know it exists yet. So we have to hashtag include, and because it's a local file, we do double space multiply.h. See how it shows up there as I start typing? Because I put it in the folder already, it knows it exists. The compiler sees it, so I can just hit tab, and it's included multiply.h in my file. So what that does is it gives me access to all of the code in here. So I know it's called multiply as the function, and it expects an integer. So it also returns an integer, so I'm going to do cout, because that's going to be returning the int, okay, and it's going to return the int times 5. Very simple function. So cout, and then I call my multiply function, and it already has it from the header file, multiply, and it's expecting an int of n. So it's getting that code from this file right here. So as I start typing, I'll show you again, multiply, there it is. I can hit tab, and then I just want to put the number that the user enters from line 9 right into there, and then we just end that. Cout, I'm just going to add an end line just so it's nice and neat, and then we'll run it. So here we go. Enter a number to multiply by 5. I'll do 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Look at that. It returns 25 back to us right there. Very good. Hopefully that makes sense. That was just another example with headers. I'll end the recording here. And is there any other questions about that?